That was a proper one. Boring. Anyway, hello, back to Rana. My name is Beast, and I'm back with more of my hot-head wings. Today we'll be starting the Asa-Route, and I'll immediately just pour myself some mead. I actually went on foot, and went after it was already dark to the fucking supermarket because I needed some provisions. By which I meant like 4 cup noodles, pizza, tater tots, chocolate cookies, and peanut flips. Because they were out of Doritos. Other than that, like my weird, if I'm too hungry to fall asleep, snack food that I also get usually. Which is like these weird round crackers and like these weird like salami things. Tirolini, I mean. It's just very nice when you just like before bed you're just way too fucking hungry, so just eat one of each and it's just fine. You can just go back to bed now. It's actually really nice. So yeah, and guess what I remembered as I stood in front of the fucking in front of the fucking supermarket. Fuck. I have to throw these pants away. Why? Because they're ripped back there. Thank God I had like a long jacket on. That could have gone very awkward. Thank fuck for my jacket. Anyways, choose Asa. Alright then. This was really new to me. No one has ever confessed to me before, so I had no experience with handling situations like these. But I didn't know what the correct choice would be. I didn't know what the correct choice would be, but I prepared an answer that felt right to me.
どうしたんですか? こんなところに呼び出して。
You know, I have something to tell you. I asked Yodo to meet me outside. Tell him what I had to say.
まあ、おおむね予想はついてますけど。
Yeah, the reason I called Yodo outside was this. I'm sorry. To apologize to her. To tell her exactly how I felt.
まあ、予想はついてましたから。
She answered indifferently. She didn't look sad or upset. I guess I was just overthinking it when I was concerned about how not to hurt her.
だって先輩、ロリっぽいですし。
I don't know why, like, I don't just, like, let it drop or something. I always, like, slightly smack my shoulder for some reason. And I don't know why. I guess it makes it feel heavier or something. I don't fucking know. Makes a little sense. By the way, look up a video called Demi Fiend Has Had Enough. It's like a video that was recommended to me. And it's great. It's like SMT Nocturne stuff. Like, I don't know how any of the mechanics of Nocturne work, but apparently there's a chance your character can just retaliate with a normal attack when he's attacked. And he's like, oh, well, rip, I'm dead. Gets hit by like an attack by the enemy. Retaliates, one-shots the enemy. Another enemy attacks. Retaliates, one-shots the enemy. And the same with the last one. And it's just great. And she says, oh, attack. Oh, okay, he's not dead. Well, guess I'm dead. Player already basically put down the controller. Suddenly, Demi just like, fuck this. Huh?
私のようなツンツンしたタイプより、もっと気立てのいい姉さんのようなタイプを好きになると思うんです。
I'm not really into lollies. Besides, if that was the case, then you...
私はロリっぽくないですから。可愛げがなくてとんがってます。精神的ロリとは相性が悪いです。
What the heck? Lolly can't heart?
まあ、とにかく、分かってたってことです。
Yoda was looking somewhat distant. I'm sure it's true that she'd already guessed. Her eyes, gazing somewhere far away, were so clear.
でも、よかった。先輩が姉さんを選んでくれて。言いましたけど、私姉さんのことが大好きですから。
Yoda, she answered me with a smile.
だから、謝らないでください。先輩は何か悪いことをしていますか？
Yes, I'd done something wrong. I'd noticed their feelings and played with their hearts. That was such a pathetic way for a guy to act. Had to be wrong, but that's it. A time like this is what I should say. Thank you. Should be grateful for Yoda's feelings. Should accept her kind response.
一つだけ聞いてもいいですか？
Yeah?
どうして先輩は姉さんを選んだんですか？
Well, the reason why I had chosen to accept Asa's feelings. Guess I just couldn't leave her alone.
守ってあげたいってことですか？
Rather protecting her. How should I put it?
それとも同情？先輩は姉さんを弱いと思っていて付き合うと。
No, I don't think that. Quite the contrary. I think Asa is strong. I never thought that I wanted to date her because she's weak, to protect her, anything like that. It wasn't pity. It was... She doesn't have a knack for anything, and she's clumsy. She may not be as impressive as you, Yoru, but... I think that being with her, as she does her best to overcome various problems, will make me stronger as well. And I want to keep watching her. I don't really understand it, but I want to be close to her. Yes, I want to be close to her. By her side, I want to see the world the way she sees it. That's how I felt. Similar to what you said about her, that Asa gives you something that you don't have yourself. That's right. Because Asa is who she is. I feel that she gives me something important. Even though I said all that, honestly, it might just be an afterthought. I think I simply love Asa. I felt that it was all there was to it, really. No matter what, I just loved Asa.
やっぱ嫌い。先輩のこと。
Huh?
私の大切なものを取ったからですよ。二つも。
Sorry, wait, two?
姉さんと。私の恋心と。片方はもう返してもらうことにしましたし。姉さんだって先輩のものにする気はないけど。
Yeah, no.
ま、そもそもこれって、初めから答えは決まってたんですけどね。仮に、もし先輩が私のこと好きって言っても、私には姉さんのことを放って先輩と付き合える自信はない。
Okay, now it makes a bit more sense that it's just like, I choose neither, and that somehow leads to Yoda's route.
つまり、先輩に告白されても、私は先輩を振っていたということです。だから、ぶっちゃけ私は振られていませんよね。
What? Yoda's point was quite nonsensical. But I see, even if I confessed to her, she would have turned me down. Thought about it that way, I feel better, right? Well, not really. But her words made me feel just a little better.
とにかく、そういうことなんですよ。わかったらさっさと中に戻ってください。
Huh? You aren't going back?
私はもう少しここにいたいんです。だから、さっさと戻ってください。姉さんにも伝えることがあるでしょ？今だったらまだ、姉さんは起きているはずです。
Yeah, okay. Urged by Yoru, I returned to the dome. I see. Just give me some time alone with Asa. Thank you, Yoru.
いいから戻る
Just don't cry. No!
なんで泣いてるんだろう。大体もう少し悩んでもいいのに。決断早すぎるでしょ、あの先輩。
Ah! It's hard to turn down someone's feelings for you. But thanks to you acting tough, I felt a lot better. While I was still grateful for her consideration, I went to visit Asa's room.
はい。
It's me. Can I come in?
どうぞ。
Took a deep breath.
先輩。
When I entered the room, Asa was strangely nervous. Though it was quite late. Even though it was quite late, she wasn't wearing her pajamas, wasn't in bed yet. She was sitting at her desk instead. Seems like she'd been reading a book. Sorry about earlier.
いえ、あれはこちらが悪いので。
I got nervous too when I remembered the incident in the bathroom. You're not going to sleep yet?
ちょっと眠れないから、ちょうどお外に出ようかと思ってたところでした。夜ちゃんもどこか行ったまま戻ってきませんし、てっきり先輩と一緒かと思ったんですが、違ったんですか？
Sorry, I was with her just a minute ago. I had to borrow her for a moment.
やっぱりそうでしたか。
Yeah, sorry I asked her to come meet me. Asa had a meek expression.
その...
Seemed like she wanted to ask something, but couldn't. She was trying to speak, but ended up swallowing her words. To be honest, Yodo confessed to me as well.
Huh?
A while ago, when we were coming home, I told her what you told me about your feelings, and then she confessed to me. And now I gave her my answer. So that's what was going on.
そうですか。夜ちゃん、先輩に告白を。
And now, of course, I turned her down. Of course, you're going out. Wait, what? I turned her down. Are you fucking retarded? Imagine if that was actually her reaction to finding out that he turned her down. Like, are you actually fucking stupid?
やっぱり夜ちゃん、先輩のことが好きだったんだ。
Apparently, Asa had suspected that, but hadn't directly asked Yoda about her feelings. Must have been a guess bordering on certainty. She was troubled and worried about it. Then, she kissed me.
私、どうしてこんなんでしょうかね。昨日だって今日だって、先輩に心配かけてばかりで、自分のわがままで迷惑かけてばかりで、風邪をひいたのだって、きっと気持ちの問題もあったんだと思います。
That's probably because of the fucking typhoon.
先輩や夜ちゃんと顔を合わせづらいから、部活に行きにくくて。だから。
Asa? It's easy for people to get sick when they're depressed. That's probably what Asa was trying to say. And it was probably true.
だから、わかっているんです。答えなんて聞かずとも。ソアリングだって、恋愛だって、本当に好きなのかもわからない。よりどころにしたいだけなのかもしれない。そんな私ですから。先輩は。
Asa felt insecure. She doubted her own values, didn't understand her true feelings, and was misunderstanding them. So I had to clear things up. You know what, Asa? You probably haven't noticed it yourself, but you're strong.
Huh?
Yoda said it too. Even with all those worries you have, you still kept moving forward one step at a time. Everyone has worries and things that block their way, and everyone tries their best and keeps things going forward little by little.
そんなの。
I'm the same.
Huh?
I told you that I came to this town last year, right? I used to live here, but then I left and moved to another town because of family circumstances.
はい、聞いています。
When I was a kid, the scenery of this town, and more importantly my friends, were very important to me. Right after we moved, I was really depressed from the shock of parting with everyone that I loved. Felt like I'd lost my whole world.
先輩が引っ越しただけでですか？
Yeah. You know, when you're a kid, don't distances seem much longer? I think it's probably because kids' legs are so short. Similar distances feel different for adults and for kids. To a child, going just a few kilometers away feels like a great journey into another world. That's why when we moved far away, I felt like we'd gone to another world. I thought I'd never see the people that I've left behind again. Really believed it back then. So when we moved back then, for me it meant going to a different world, away from where Aga and the others lived. I was crushed by the thought that I'd lost my dearest friends and my hometown. That's why I wanted something to distract me from that loneliness, a way to escape from it. I wanted to overwrite my sadness with something new. So, I started riding on the bicycle that Anchan gave me when I moved. And I got hooked, completely.
そんな経緯が。
That's right. It all became as a way of it to escape. But as I kept going, I came to honestly love cycling. When you're riding a bike, distances feel shorter, right? I even thought that if I got really good at it, I could ride all the way back to my hometown. Thanks to that ridiculous idea, I became really engrossed in cycling. I'm a pretty simple guy, so once I get into something, I go all the way. So I rode as much as I could and even started doing well in races. And then I lost something important to me once again. I injured my leg in an accident. It was the second time I lost something precious. It felt like no matter what I did, nothing would go well. If the whole world was against me. I thought if there was a good God out there somewhere, I wanted to hit him with a stone and kill him. Sorry, you're in the wrong franchise. You need to go to SMT for that. I say SMT as like SMT in Persona. I know Persona has kind of become its own thing, but you do still kill at least one god in the end. You know, usually, I mean, you know, in SMT you seem to kill like multiple gods and potentially the one true god. But details. Anyways. I wasn't used to dealing with such problems and got really depressed. It was like a disease without a cure. I was laying in bed asking myself why it happened to me over and over again. I struggled so hard with all that anguish, so I can understand your gloomy feelings to some extent. I didn't know how deep Asa's despair was, and it stood a little from my own experience. I was worn out by all of that. Then I found a new dream. It was...
ソアリングですか?
Yep. When I came back to this town, I was fascinated by the sight of the glider piloted by Senpai. Might have been another way to escape, to run away from my failure, loss, and anxiety. But I think that's okay. Sometimes it's necessary to escape from your troubles. If that means you'll be able to move forward again, I think that's only natural. Asa was surrounded by amazing people like Yoru. It seemed that those people never faltered, ran away, or worried. That's probably what she thought of them. But I was sure that wasn't really the case. There are plenty of people who are stumbling over and over again as they walk. So I don't think it's necessary to worry or run away. It's strange to worry or run away. I apologized to her.
Eh?
I told Yoru I was sorry, that I couldn't return her feelings.
どうして?
Because I love you, Asa. That's right. I loved Asa, was always worried about everything, afraid to speak her mind and too serious. I'd fallen in love. I thought really hard about it, and in the end, that is how I feel.
そんな。でも、ヨルちゃんの方がすごいのに。
It doesn't matter whether someone is incredible or not. The one I love is you, Asa.
本当に、本当ですか?
That's right. That's right. It doesn't matter. A thing like that, really,
嘘なんかではなく、同情でもなくですか？
Nope. I really mean it. I love you, Asa.
妹みたいって言ってたじゃないですか。
Even if I think about you like that, it doesn't mean that I can't fall in love with you, right? I want to smack him for that fucking outburst.
でもそれって恋人への褒め言葉じゃないです。普通は違います。
Well, for me, that's exactly how I'll be saying what I will be saying to my girlfriend from now on. I love you, Asa. I tried to say it nonchalantly, but damn, it really came out clumsily. Felt like I just blurted out something ridiculous. Asa?
私も先輩が好きです。一度伝えましたけど、先輩のこと大好きです。先輩といると胸がざわざわして苦しくなって、でもそんな辛さが心地よくって。
Asa started crying. Why are you crying?
嬉しくて、先輩が好きって言ってくれたから嬉しくて。
Large tears spilled from Asa's eyes. When I saw her like that, I couldn't help but think how cute she was. Took a step towards her and embraced her. Gently wrapped both of my arms around her body. I'm not used to stuff like this, but I thought I should do this.
そうです。先輩、私、嬉し泣きって初めてで。
Now to find her relatives. Listen, we gotta beat somebody for making her this much of like a self-deprecating. Piece of shit. I wanted to like grab this in my other hand to fix what's going on back here and accidentally like smack myself in the forehead. How the fuck did that happen? I before just clocked myself. How free. How did it not go anywhere? It's still like right down here. Was that throw that wimpy? Oh, no, it just landed on there and then rolled back down. Okay. After my arms, Asa was sobbing intensely.
ねえ、姉さん。何？夜ちゃん。姉さんはどうして先輩が好きになったの？返答が難しいね。私は未だに分かってないの。気づいたら好きだった。恋って、そういうものなのかしら。夜ちゃん。私も、多分そんな感じかな。優しいとか、頼りになるとか、探せばいろいろあるんだろうけど、なんだかね、気づいたら、ストンって。空に憧れた時みたいに、いつの間にか、そうなってた。そっか。姉さん、私、ちょっとだけ怒ってる。だって、勝手に私のふりして告白してるんだもん。そりゃ怒るに決まってるよ。それは、 ごめん。私ね。でも、嬉しいの。それでもきちんと姉さんが先輩に思いをぶつけてくれて。
There we go.
状況はどうであれ、どんな形であれ、伝えることができて、それできちんと気持ちを成就させて。姉さんが成功すると、私は嬉しい。夜ちゃん。でも、ちょっと悔しいかな。何せ初めて姉さんに勝負事で負けたもんね。そうだね。確かに初めてだ。そんな姉さんに質問です。何かな？
You have question!
先輩のいいところを10個答えなさい。何それ？だって私に勝って先輩の心を手にした姉さんだもの。先輩のいいところはたくさん言えるに決まってるじゃない。今後私の前で先輩の話を躊躇するなんてことがあると嫌だから。それの予防も兼ねて。はい、今から先輩語り、始めそれ無茶ぶりじゃない？いいからやる。ほら、私に勝ったんでしょ？そのくらいやりなさいよ。夜ちゃん、怒ってない？はーい、1分経過。残り30秒。20。なんでそんな将棋みたいに、ちょっと待って。ダメ。10、9、8、7。
Gliding to the sky. Gliding to the sky. We started building the glider because we yearned for that. But at some point we turned our sights to the friends around us and began a new story. One different than just building the glider. It happened just by chance. Looking back at it, it was a happy occurrence. During the first few days of summer vacation, we all concentrated on building the glider, making up for lost time. Asa and Yodo acted a little awkwardly from time to time, but otherwise they'd returned to being close sisters. And we... I heard a voice. A voice calling me. Somebody calling out to me. Huh?
ようやく起きてくれましたね。朝食の時間ですよ。
Time for breakfast. Breakfast. It's my job to make it, right? That time already? I come. Confused, I looked at my clock. Ah! I have to hurry and make it! It wasn't time to make breakfast. It was already time for everyone to be eating it. Today was a school day too. Every one of us was supposed to go to school. It's some sort of simple thing I could manage to bear such time. I prepared some rice last night, so if I just made some instant miso soup, got some tofu and not out of the fridge.
慌てなくても大丈夫ですよ、先輩。私が作っておきましたから。
Already made it? You did? はい。
先輩が熟睡して起きそうになかったので、先回りして作っておきました。
I see. Why'd you get up that early?
付き合うってことになったじゃないですか。だから、起こしたかったんです、先輩を。そういうの、ちょっと憧れちゃうなー、なんて。
Asa? I see. That made my heart skip a beat.
ご迷惑だったでしょうか?
No. In fact, my chest felt like it was going to burst from happiness. It was like happiness and embarrassment were both knocking on my
と
heart.
いうわけで、ゆっくり着替えて降りてきてください。配膳も今からやっちゃいますので。
Okay, I think they've mentioned it before as well, but it does seem like his room is like second story, not first floor. Not second floor, not first floor. Story would involve something different. Anyways. Thank you. What a wonderful girlfriend. Must be the luckiest boyfriend in the whole world. What a happy morning. As expected from dating Asa. I should drop dead for that pun! My brain must be acting funny from all that happiness. Anyways, it was time to get dressed.
遅いよ、葵くん。
Sorry, I overslept a bit. When I went downstairs, everyone was already in the dining hall, and the food Asa had made was lined up at the table. Steam was rising from the freshly served bowls of rice and miso soup. Miso soup was with potatoes and spinach. There was also a side dish made from spinach, sesame, and fish cakes. Though there were bits of chili in that Imono sauce too. A bit spicy for something to eat first thing in the morning. It must be how Asa liked it.
朝ちゃん頑張ってくれてるよ。味噌汁とかむちゃくちゃ美味しそうだし。
Oh, you're here, Aga.
だって登校日じゃない。せっかくだからみんなと一緒に登校しようかなーって。そしたら葵、寝坊してご飯作ってないんだもん。
It's not my job to make breakfast for you to begin with.
しかし珍しいね。葵くんが寝坊なんて、どうしちゃったの？
Various things have happened lately.
いろいろ？
Yeah, various.
Uh-huh.
I hardly dodged the question, but that was close. The situation would be a bit difficult to explain. I can't just tell them about this careless.
姉さんと葵先輩が付き合うことになったそうです。
Whoop! She's fucking asking for it! Like, I feel the need to show y'all this real quick. This is the thing that I've always put it on. At this point. It used to actually, like, be like a proper, like, thing, like, massive thing like this. At this point, it's this. There we go. It's half now, completely. He'd go pick that one up that flew back there. The other one landed nicely on the pile. I say pile in the box. There's like a... It was like on top of another box. That's sliding away from there. Hold on, let me just like place this away. Just still put it there. There we go. It's not sliding good. What? Yoru, who was helping Asa with breakfast, said this unthinkable thing without hesitation.
それで、昨日いろいろあったそうです。だから疲れていたそうですよ。
Yoru! Yoru really just fucking threw them on the bus, under the bus like that.
そうなの？葵くん？
Well...
拍手をしなさい、葵！
Well... I looked at us. She was at her wit's end.
そっか、そうなんだ。そういうことになったのね。そういうことになりました。ちょっと！何私に相談せずに勝手に交際なんて始めてるのよ、葵！おかしいでしょ？
Wait, why should I need your permission, Ageha?
友達なのに、葵くんが相談してくれなかった。
You too, Kotri? Damn, what was I supposed to do now?
大変そうですね、先輩。
It's your fault!
私を泣かせた罰ですね。
え？
葵、夜ちゃん泣かせたの？
Well, that was... I didn't make her cry, but... give me a break, this is a revenge, right?
というか、それで昨日いろいろあって寝不足って、葵くんは何をしてたのかな？まさか。葵、そういうことなの？
Something like what, Ageha? Go ahead, do elaborate. I won't be able to tell unless you are a bit more specific. Come on, tell me. I'm not sure what you're implying, but no, you're all wrong. Right, Asa? They will misunderstand that reaction, you know.
そういえば、今朝調子が悪かったのよね、ベッド。足、きちんと補強しておかないと。
Everyone is already confused. Don't think things even. Don't say even more misleading things. Oh, come on, Yoru!
葵、手を出すのが早いわね。葵くんが大人の階段登っちゃった。
No, I haven't! Again, Kotori kept teasing Asa and me throughout breakfast. They were asking how long we've liked each other and who confessed first, things like that. Well, the person who confessed first is Asa. The person who confessed second is Yoru. And I was third. What?
朝から大変でしたね。
Seriously? Thanks to all that, I was exhausted before I even reached the school. I was tired out so early in the
ご
morning.
めんなさい。夜ちゃんがあんなこと言うなんて。
No, don't apologize, Asa. The one at fault is, Come on, she said she agreed with my decision, but he's actually holding a grudge for being turned down. But maybe she was doing this out of consideration. It was probably her way of making it easier for me to treat her without any reservations. Everyone would have found out about me and Asa eventually, and I guess this was a good moment to tell them about it. I'll try to think of it that way, at least.
そういえば、昨日の夜、夜ちゃんとたくさんお話ししました。
But what?
先輩のことをいろいろです。
Really? What exactly?
秘密です。
You weren't gonna tell me, don't bring it up at all. You're on my mind now.
でも、秘密は秘密なんです。
This vague conversation was making me feel a bit uncomfortable. But, well, I'm glad. Seems that Asa and Yoru had made up right away.
なになに？登校時から早速ラブってんの？
We're not really lovey. Wait, what does lovey even mean?
私が思いついた単語よ。ラブラブってるの略。
I don't think lovey-dovey is a proper word though.
んで、さっきは聞き損ねたけど、結局どうして妹の方は葵くんに泣かされたわけ？
Huh? That's... Well, Kotori just let that topic pass already.
ま、いろいろあったんですよ。その、いろいろが気になるんだけど。いろいろです。先輩に聞いてください。
What?
葵くん、いろいろって何？
Various things.
どうして教えてくれないの？
Because it's not something I really need to tell you. With that, the turmoil had continued for the last 2 days has finally ended. And my new life with Asa as my girlfriend began.
Oh, 久々だな、葵。
When we entered the classroom, one guy happily ran over to us. Hasn't really been that long, you know? We saw each other when we went swimming the other day.
あの日はお前たちのせいで大変だったんだぞ。あかりさんに嫌われそうになるし。
You kind of brought that upon yourself. Well, you reap what you sow. I'm not responsible for that. I think. After we called Mabo secretly taking pictures that day, Kotri and the others had reported everything to Akari. It was a rather cruel punishment, given that he had kneeled down and begged them not to tell her. Naturally, I watched all of this and enjoyed every second of it.
生徒会の雑用もたくさん押し付けられちまうしさ。おかげでほとんど休みもなかったし。
Poor Mabo. What is it, Kotri?
いや、久しぶりに来て思ったけど、教室ってなんだかいい匂いがするわよねと。いろんなものとか人の匂いが混じり合ったような、なんだろう、とにかくいい匂いよ。
That sounds a little bit perverted.
変態じゃないわよ。しかし、小鳥の口から通学を喜ぶような言葉が出るとはね。月日も流れたってもんだわ。だって、葵くんには彼女ができたしね。
Kotri said that casually. Of course, Mabo who didn't know about that.
え？ 葵、お前、彼女できたの？
He was surprised. Well.
ソアリング部の朝ちゃんだよ。
確かにお前、最近仲が良さそうだったけど。
That's how it is. There was no point in hiding it, so I just told him. There was no need to inform him either, so I didn't go out of my way to tell him earlier.
そうか。なんだ。とりあえず、おめでとう、葵。
Thanks.
そっか。へえ。葵に彼女か。へえ。彼女。ねえ。
Mabo.
おい、積もる話もあるだろうが、みんな席につけ。ホームルームの時間だぞ。
Our teacher came into the classroom.
はいはい、先生来ちゃったわよ。マーボーは自分の席に行った行った。どうしたの？
いや、別に。頑張れ。
何あれ。
I wonder. He hella gay, I feel. Like, I feel like this is not just a joke anymore at this point. I feel like he's like so adamant in chasing skirts because he feels insecure about the whole like, yes, gay for always thing. There was no class today. We just had to listen to some announcements and the speech. There was an assembly of the whole school and then of individual classes. There were a few short discussions about career plans at the school events. It was all over pretty soon. The longest event was probably the principal's pointless speech on the gym. Even so, listening to various people talking for half a day was mentally tiring. By the time home ended, my body felt heavy.
おうおう、疲れとるね。
Yeah, school is tiring after all. I can't believe I dealt with this every day.
ほんとよ。昔のこの学校がどうだったかなんて興味もないしどうでもいいっつの。
Kotori seriously resented the principal's speech.
まあでももう終わったじゃん。ほら、今から楽しい部活の時間よ。そうね。まるで地獄から抜け出せた気分。今日も元気に部活するとしましょうか。
Kotori said while stretching herself.
葵は朝ちゃんとこに寄ってから来るんだよね。
Yeah, I thought I'd go see her. I was planning to eat lunch together too. Wanna come along?
遠慮。恋人さんたちは二人で仲良くしてなさいな。それに今日はもう先客がいるから。
Booked?
そう。先にご飯の約束があるの。私と小鳥はそっちでご飯だから。うん、そう。私たち恋人いない女たちはウィンディーで慰め合ってくるんだから。
You didn't have to put it that way.
というわけで、おっさきまた後でね、葵くん。
They left together. They really don't have to tease me that much. Well, whatever, I'll go see Asa. Yoda will probably be there too, so I guess I'll invite her to lunch as well. Considering what had happened, it might be bother to her, but if it's the case, I'm sure Yoda will say that clearly.
Senpai!
I hesitated for a moment, but it seemed to be okay, so I walked into her classroom. Walked up to Asa's desk like I always did and invited her for lunch. Came to pick you up. What was Yoru?
実は、さっき先輩たちが来て、夜ちゃんを連れて行ってしまいました。
Senpais. You mean Kotori and Aga?
はい。小鳥先輩とアゲハ先輩と、かなこさんが来てました。それで、夜ちゃんに一緒にご飯に行こうって、きっと、気を利かせてくれたんだと思うんですけど。
I mean, yes, they were probably being partially considerate towards you, but at the same time, I feel like they're gonna... They don't have anything good planned. But I really don't need to go that far. It's more like leaving us out as opposed to just teasing us. Made me a little sad. Anyway, let's go. Maybe Kanako wasn't doing this for us, but for Yoru? Might have been uncomfortable for Yoru if I invited her to eat with us. I was surrounded by really good people. Ready for that. So, what do we do now? Thought we could eat lunch and then head to the club together, but I've been in such a hurry this morning that I hadn't prepared any lunches.
実はですね、ご飯、あるんです。
Huh?
朝、お弁当作ってきたんです。先輩と、私の分。食材勝手に使わせてもらいましたけど。
Huh? Really?
だから一緒にどうでしょうか。お口に合うか不安ですが。
Oh, I'd love to. I'm looking forward to it.
じゃあ、風車の丘で食べましょう。あそこ景色いいですし。お尻ちょっと汚れちゃいますけど。
Approved? Let's go then. So we headed to the usual hill. What is it, Asa? Asa kept reaching out her hand and pulling it back over and over again.
なんでもないです。なんでも大丈夫です。
She wants to hold hands, the little slut. Huh?
気にしないでください。
Even though she said it so, it was in my mind. Reaching her hand out and pulling it back. Reaching, pulling back. Ah, give me a hand. She took Asa's hand. Is this alright?
そうです。恋人になったんだから、手くらい繋いでみてもいいのかなって。
That's good. If I'd guessed wrong, that would have been really embarrassing.
合ってたから大丈夫ですよ。
Also squeezed my hand back. It's just as warm and soft as I'd imagined.
先輩の手、大きいです。
Yours is small and cute.
でも、指短いと色々と不便なんですよ。指短いと不器用らしいですから、色々と。
I see. Conversation grew awkward. I was getting uncharacteristically nervous. I could feel my heart beating faster from nervousness. Say, isn't my heart getting sweaty? If it's unpleasant, you can let go.
いえ、大丈夫です。こちらこそ、すみません。緊張しちゃって。
No, me too. I was also a little nervous. So we both grew silent. Just couldn't come up with anything to say. My brain struggled to come up with something suitable to talk about while holding hands, but I couldn't think of anything. What should I say? Don't say something. This will get uncomfortable, right?
先輩
As I was worrying, Asa spoke up. What?
恥ずかしいですね。
That's what she said. That was definitely embarrassing. Should we stop?
いえ、このままがいいです。はい。
See? While we were fighting our embarrassment, we arrived at our destination.
着きましたね。
Yeah?
先輩、手を離してもいいでしょうか。お弁当、カバンから取り出さないと。
Huh? Yeah, right. Sorry, I was holding on too tight. I hurriedly let go of her hand. Wait, why was I still holding it anyway?
こちらこそ段取りが悪くて、申し訳ないです。弁当を出しますね。
Okay! When her hand was freed, Asa rummaged around in her bag and took out a boxed lunch wrapped in cloth.
お口に合うといいんですが。
Oh, it looks great. Huge lunchbox opened and revealed an amazing lineup of colorful, delicious-looking food. And seemed like it was made in a hurry. Cherry tomatoes, omelets, fried chicken, deep-fried shrimp, sausages cut into octopus shape, boiled broccoli, and a burdock root dish with spicy chili peppers. There was also rice covered with a layer of ground chicken and thinly sliced peppers. There was a ton of food. Made all this by yourself.
頑張ったんですよ。 シシトウとキンピラはちょっと辛いかもしれないんで、気をつけてください。
I assume that he hasn't been actively teaching her cooking, just like helping her out with the dinner, just telling her how to help out with the dinner prep. So for her to just make this whole ass meal by herself without help is quite fucking impressive. I think she's found her talent. Like, Jesus. Considering that she tried to wash vegetables with soap not too long ago, she's learning very fucking fast.
私好みに味付けしすぎちゃって。
That's just like you. Let's dig in. First, I tried the chicken and rice. Delicious soy sauce flavoring on the chicken spread out in my mouth. It was a little spicy, but it went well with the unseasoned rice.
点数をいただけるのであれば、何点でしょうか？
I'd say 100 points.
本当ですか？
The ground chicken was tasty even though it was cold. It was perfect to cook a boxed lunch. I was rating it not only Asa's cooking itself, but also the choice of that particular dish. And the very spicy peppers on top matched that flavor very well. It was delicious. Yeah, the other dishes are good too.
よかった。何気に初めて一人で最初から最後までやりましたから、失敗しちゃってたらどうしようかと。
I see, you tried really hard.
はい、頑張りました。
Couldn't believe that until just recently she was a complete amateur and had no common sense for cooking at
結
all.
構多いですけど、全部食べちゃって大丈夫ですよ。私は自分の分に小さいのを作ってきましたから。
I see, I'll try. That was far too much to eat by myself. The box was fully loaded with a ton of rice and side dishes. If I ate it all, I won't be able to move.
あれ、
What is it, Elsa?
もしかして私、自分のお弁当を忘れちゃった？
Huh?
まさかここで失敗してしまうなんて。せっかくお料理はうまくいったのに。
And why don't we eat mine together?
でもそれは先輩の分ですし。
I already thought it was too much for me to eat alone. I'd actually really appreciate it if you helped me finish it.
ですが、お箸も一つですよ。
Ah, that's right. Naturally, there was only one set of chopsticks attached to this lunchbox. Then I'll run to the convenience store and buy a pair. I'll be right back, so just wait a minute.
ちょっと待ってください、先輩。
Huh? What is it?
大丈夫です。一緒に食べましょう。
Huh?
その箸で二人一緒に食べれば。
As she said that, her face got bright red. Oh, so in other words, she wanted to eat lunch together using the same chopsticks. Boy and a girl eating a lunchbox together with one pair of chopsticks.
ダメでしょうか。
No, we could, but are you fine with this?
私は先輩がお嫌でなければ。
No, I don't really mind. There was no reason to object.
じゃあ、お箸貸してください。
Also snatched away the chopsticks I'd been holding. And then...
はい。先輩、唐揚げです。
Oh, this was tense. That sweet expression made me feel like I was in heaven for a moment. Chomp.
どうでしょう。
Delicious.
そうですか？よかったです。
Honestly, God, it would have been funny if you just said that, like, I retract my statement. What? I retract my 100-point statement. And she just immediately gets worried. 200 points. I was happy, but embarrassed. So embarrassed I could die, but just as happy at the same time. Wait, did I read the last line wasn't mine, so I didn't need to read it. It was hard to explain, but that's what I felt. Well then, it's my turn to...
大丈夫です。私は自分で食べるんで。
No way, then only I will be embarrassed. You have to do it too.
嫌です。無理です。私、お箸使う方はやれますけど、食べる方は無理です。
That's no good, Asa. You can't do this to me without letting me do the same. I was embarrassed just now. I was so embarrassed just now I thought I'd die.
勘弁してもらえませんか？
Nope! Come on, hand me the chopsticks!
はい、先輩。ウインナーです。
Hey, don't dodge the issue! Asa was trying to continue feeding
実は
me.
デザートもあるんですよ。別の容器に入れて持ってきてるんです。
Come on, give me the chopsticks already!
先輩、勘弁してください。
No, come on, Asa, say on!
あ、あーん。
And so, we spent our time like pair of lovers. Since we've been living on the same roof and the same club, we were probably closing the distance between us faster than other couples. Now that I thought about it, we kissed before we even started dating. And although our rooms were separate, we were already living together. We'd made it past several obstacles that normal people have to overcome before we'd even started. By the way, I think I've mentioned before that I plan on streaming SMT5 after I'm done with Wise of Cards. I already know one demon I will absolutely not use, most likely, just because, like, her special ability does seem to be genuinely good, but I don't think I can safely use that demon without, my Twitch channel being nuked. That demon being Cleopatra. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, how is Cleopatra worse than Succubus? And in the midst of all that, we were about to reach a big milestone with our soaring club as well. The last obstacle before the flight. The final phase.
この調子だと明日には終わるな。
The two of them sounded excited. Tomorrow, our long work on remodeling the glider will finally be finished. The main wings and tail plane were remade. All that was left were final adjustments to the whole thing.
ここまで長かったね。いろいろあったけど、私たちついにやり遂げたんだ。そうして私たちは登り始めた。あの長い坂道を、この空の向こうに未来があると信じて。ハバネ先生の次回作にご期待ください。部活打ち切ってどうするんですか？大切なのは今からでしょ。
That's right, the main part was only beginning. Remodeling was just preparation for the flight. We had to fly this glider and reach what we hadn't reached the last year.
モーニンググローリー。
The reason this club had been formed, a strange passage of clouds. This guy that a girl named Iska had been aiming for.
でも、今年の改造したやつは届く予定なんでしょ？だったらもう、心配しなくても大丈夫じゃない？保証は全くないな。あくまでも、去年より高い確率で行けるようになったというだけだ。もちろん、このグライダーの設計自体が、どこかで計算をミスっている可能性もあるし、運が悪いと、当日うまく風を捕まえることができないだろう。結局のところ、やれることをやってるだけですよね。その通りだ。
That's right, there was no guarantee at all. There was a possibility that all our hard work would be for nothing.
ああ、そうなんだ。成功する保証があるってわけじゃないのね。
Kanako seemed disappointed.
まあ、でも、そういうものを夢見るのがこの部活なんでしょ？私にはその価値観、 よくわかりませんけど。
You're wrong, Yoda. The point of this club is to make sure dreams is to make such dreams happen. We weren't coming together just to dream. We're meeting to make our dreams come true. It had no substance and won't give us any proper power or rewards. Our goal was just a vague dream.
青春だね。
We were aiming for the sky as if we were possessed by it.
本当に完成しているのね。
へえ、できているとは聞いてたけど、本当に進んでたんだな。
あれどうしたのお二人さん。
Akari and Marble came in.
視察です。校外活動をやっているわけですから、たまにはこうして見回りにも来ないとまずいでしょ。
That didn't happen in Kotori's rap for some fucking reason. Fuck? No, I'm not even gonna read that out. It's just fucking weird. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
とか言ってるけど、お気に入りのソアリング部が順調に活動できているか心配なだけなんだよね、あかり。
Whoops.
すみません。
It's deeply moving. Sky that our senpai dreamed about. Stop encoding. Overloading. What could I close? Elgato sound capture tray. I don't fucking need it. Discord. I don't fucking need it right now. Anything else? No. Seemingly no. And encoding overload immediately happened again. What the fuck is happening? Please help me. Sky that we were chasing now. Our summer was finally brought to a close. We reached a good point to stop for the day, so we decided to finish club activities early. So I invited Asa to Windy. Since we had some extra time, I thought we could go on a date on the way home. Guess this is our first date.
そうですね。
We'd only been dating for a few days and had been busy with our club activities that whole time. We hadn't even had time to go shopping together. So today was our first date.
どこ行きます？
To be honest, I don't have anything in mind. Is any of you you'd like to go, Asa?
私も別にないですね。特に用事があったわけでもないですし。
I see. Well, then let's just go look around various shops.
じゃあそれで。
We were choosing random places to do some window shopping.
犬ですよ、犬。先輩、見てください。すっごく可愛いです。
Oh yeah, you like dogs, and Yoda likes cats.
一緒に来ると意見が割れるんですよね。
Sorry, but I'm joining you on this one. Asa was very expressive and was constantly getting excited about various things. Walking around with her was fun. Rice cooking vacuum cleaner.
ああ、先輩、この掃除機すごい機能ついてますよ。掃除機を稼働した時に発生した熱を利用して炊飯が可能らしいです。
I'm going to look this up and hope and pray that it doesn't exist. Good! Because it shouldn't exist. However, what did show up was rice. What? Rice cooking in the vacuum. Immediately suggested is cooking rice in a vacuum flask. Oh, that means a thermos. I was worried that they were deciding, yes, I'm going to stuff rice in my vacuum cleaner and cook it in there. Like, how the fuck does that work? Suck up hot water? I definitely wouldn't want to eat that. Wait, you would have to keep vacuuming the entire time the rice was cooking? Wouldn't that be too noisy?
でも、ちょっとしたロマンにも似た何かがありますよね。
As we wander around shops like this, we have a chance to find out each other's interests and come to understand each other even more. Nobody knew, but Asa had rather bad taste. Drooling dog.
ゆるキャラってやつですね。すごいよだれ垂らしてますよ、この犬。好物は、ミニスカートを履いた女の子って書いてあります。
The very existence of this thing is sexual harassment. Isn't that face awful? Its face.
でも、ちょっとその気持ち悪さが癖になって、心の奥底にあるめでたいという母性本能みたいなのがくすぐられているような気がします。
Asa, are you serious?
可愛くないのがツボというか、よだれとかずっと見てるとチャーミングな気もしますし。
What is wrong? What is wrong? I don't quite understand Asa after all. I guess that mysterious part of her was one of the reasons why she was so charming. We looked at shops with clothes, accessories, and jewelry, CD stores, and various others. Asa and I wandered around here and there.
ちょっと本屋に寄っていいですか？集めている単行本の新刊が出てるんです。
How'd you mention it? There's one I want to pick up too. Pretty sure it was supposed to come out around the beginning of this month. Kept planning to buy it, but hadn't gotten around to it.
先輩って普段どんな本読んでるんですか？そういえば部屋にたくさん漫画ありましたよね。
That's right. I've been reading a lot since I came back here. I have various interests, but my favorites are in the action genre. And also manga about bicycles. I answered as I picked up the newest volume of a bicycle-themed manga that was lined up on the shelf. There were a lot of bicycle-themed series recently. Made me a little happy.
男の子プラス先輩って感じですね。
What about you, Asa? What do you like?
私はちょっと暗い話が好きです。
Also picked up a zombie manga from the seinen section. That was an unexpected
人
choice.
間の絶望感とか苦悩とかそういうのが好きなんです、私。
You want to make a screenshot of that? Okay, I wasn't expecting that menu to open us suddenly. Anyways. That's it. Just so mysterious.
あ、そうだ、今晩先輩の部屋に遊びに行ってもいいですか？先輩の好きな漫画が読みたいです。
Want to come to my room? Well, mine, but it's a guy's room, so it's dirty.
一度入っていますから。
Oh yeah, she'd been living in my room for a while after she came to the dorm. I was complaining a lot about it being dirty. Well, I don't mind. I'll try to clean it up a bit.
楽しみにしておきます。
Here you are.
ありがとうございます。
I bought Haagen-Dazs for both of us and passed one to Asa, who was resting on a bench. It was her favorite super spicy Szechuan style vanilla. Got a normal strawberry for one for myself.
やっぱりこの辛さの中に潜むけなげな甘さがたまらなく美味しい。ありがとうございます、先輩。
The tastes are a little... how should I put it? Unusual?
そうですか？
Yeah, really, very unusual.
先輩はへんてこな趣味がある女の子は嫌いですか？
Nah, not at all. Don't worry about it.
よかった。安心しました。
In fact, I think it's cute. If you ever told me you didn't like spicy stuff, I might stop liking you.
じゃあ、私頑張って、辛いものを好きな私でいます。
Yeah, you're definitely cute, Asa. So cute! Tied an embarrassed face, she quickly started eating her ice cream. That behavior was... yeah, so cute.
そう何度も言われると、ちょっと恥ずかしいです。嬉しいですけど。
Look, it's like when you see a really cute animal. You just can't help saying how cute it is. Something like that.
私は動物と一緒なんですか？
No, that's not what I meant!
じゃあ、何ですか？何なんですか？
Asa started hitting me on the chest repeatedly. And that was cute too.
どうしました？
Got some ice cream on your face. Reached out towards Asa's lips. I wiped the ice cream off with my finger and brought it to my own mouth. Yeah, this ice cream really has a strange flavor. What is it, Asa?
いや、なんだか今の、すごく恥ずかしかったなって。
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, it really was. I just did it spontaneously, but now...
お返しです。
Huh? Asa scooped up some ice cream with her spoon and smeared it on my lips. Boom!
取ってあげます。
And she wiped the ice cream up with her finger and brought it to her mouth.
ストロベリーです。
Payback. I didn't like to lose, so I also scooped up Asa's ice cream with my spoon and smeared it on her face. Yeah, it's definitely a weird flavor.
お返しです。
Like the people around are just gonna like, what the fuck are those two doing? My turn. Asa?
はい。
What the heck are we doing?
何をやってるんでしょうね。
I didn't know one thing. People around us were giving us cold glances. Some were even glaring at us grudgingly. Let's go.
そうですね。今日も楽しかったです、先輩。
It's good to hear that that asking you out was a success.
本当、先輩はいろんなものを私にくれます。先輩と一緒にいると楽しいです。ソアリングのみんなもですね。いっぱいいっぱい大切なものをもらって、夢を分けてもらって。でも、先輩、本当に良かったんですか？
Huh? What do you mean?
ちょっとだけ不安になるんです。私は結局、先輩には何も返せてないんじゃないかって。
What the fuck is happening? Oh, by the way, I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but out of boredom, I decided to enter a giveaway for a fucking VTuber avatar. So I could either just end an absolute fucking failure because it's a giveaway and like hell I'm gonna win that, or it could become absolutely fucking hilarious.
先輩はああ言ってくれたけど、やっぱり私は先輩たちみたいにすごくないし、私は先輩にたくさん励まされたけど、ソアリング部のみんなにも。
Told you it's fine. I have chosen you, Asa. You keep torturing yourself over this so much, I really might come to dislike you.
嫌です。嫌わないでください、先
But have a little more confidence. I love you, Asa. I think everyone else likes you too, including Yoru, of course. So it's okay. Got it. Then you heard a child crying.
先輩、あれ
As I pointed towards the source of the sound, he looked in that direction and saw a sobbing little boy. He looked about 6 or 8 years old. Is it gonna be like some, oh, his balloon is stuck in the tree, so he tries to help him, comes back down, lands badly, injures his knee again to where it's not very recommended that he flies the glider. So so Asa has to take over since she's also been doing the simulator stuff.
迷子でしょうか
I don't know, but we can just ignore him. Asa and I walked over to the boy. Must have been crying for quite a while. Even his nose was running. What's wrong? The boy was surprised when he suddenly spoke to him. Sorry you were crying, so...
逆上がりができなくて
Backwards flip. The boy's eyes were still full of tears as he answered.
練習してたけどできなかったの
Practice.
確か住宅街の中に小さな公園ありますよねそこじゃないでしょうか
The boy nodded. Let's see. Why are you crying here? The boy came closer. Buried his face in my stomach, grabbed onto my uniform, and... It was the worst. He blew his nose on my uniform. And then he burst out crying. Come on!
先輩落ち着いてください男の子怯えてます
I almost felt like crying myself, though. Anyways, what should I do in this situation?
すみま
As I was wondering what to do, a woman came running towards us out of breath. She was young and pretty, in her late 20s maybe.
せん。すみません。それ、うちの子なんです。
お母さんですか
The boy got away from her stomach and ran towards his mother.
よしよし。ほら大丈夫だから。外で泣いてちゃ恥ずかしいわよ。
He kept crying as he wanted his mother to hold him in her arms.
すみません。うちの息子がご迷惑をおかけしてしまったみたいで。すみません。服に鼻水が。この子ですよね。ごめんなさい。
No problem, don't worry about it. The woman pulled a handkerchief from her bag and wiped the snot from my clothes. It wasn't very dirty, so I wasn't that upset
こ
about
の
it.
子、公園で逆上がりの練習をしていたんですが、何度やってもできなくて、周りの子はもうできてるものですから、それで悔しかったみたいで、泣きながら走ってここまで。
I see.
この子、本当に泣き虫でして。
So it seems he was throwing a
すみ
tantrum.
ません、本当に。洋服はクリーニングして。
Don't worry, it's my uniform, so I'll clean it myself.
そうですよね。それも困りますものね。じゃあ、何かお礼でも。
No, it's really okay. Don't worry about it.
でも、
She must be a really good person. But he hadn't really caused that much of a problem, so I'd feel bad if she gave me something. It's no big deal, really. But I appreciate the thought. Thank you for your concern.
わかりました。このご恩は決して忘れません。
She was really exaggerating this. The boy was still crying and wanted to be held.
君
Asa started talking to the boy. His crying quieted down a bit and he looked at her.
大丈夫練習してれば絶対にできるようになるから大丈夫だから
He answered, though his voice was still quavering.
ありがとうございます。励ましていただいて。
いえ私も泣き虫なので応援したくなって
With that, Asa came back to my side and took my
じゃ
hand.
あ先輩、行きましょうか。解決したみたいですし。
Yeah, I guess. Asa waved goodbye to the little boy. He also waved his hand a little in response. Well then, we'll be going.
本当にありがとうございました。
We bowed our heads to the mother and walked away.
泣き虫。だからってのもあるのかもしれないですね。
What
も
the?
しそうだと思ったら、先輩にも教えてあげます。
What are you talking about?
それまでは内緒です。こんばんは。約束通り遊びに来ました。
Oh, Asa, welcome. Come on in.
じゃあ、遠慮なく。
As we discussed, Asa came to my room.
今日はあまり散らかってないですね。
Told you I'd clean up first. I did my best to make it all tidy.
なるほど。
Keep manga over there on the bookshelf. Come to think of it, what's Yoda's doing?
今日はもう寝てます。
What is
Yoda
Yoda
ちゃん、
doing?
最近ちょっと朝トレの量増やしたみたいで、よく寝るんですよ。
Morning train.
あれ、先輩知らなかったんですっけ？夜ちゃんって朝にジョギングしたり筋トレしたりするんです。は
Yoda's buff as fuck. Huh? Yoda does stuff like that.
い。昔は私も付き合ってやってましたけど、夜ちゃんがついてくるなって言い出して、それっきりで。
What time does she get up?
5時半くらいですかね。日が変わる前にはいつも寝てますよ。
Wow, she's healthy.
6時間くらい寝てるのかな。最近はそれが7時間くらいになってるかと。
Yoda has a very admirable lifestyle. But what is she training for?
夜ちゃんにとって、所詮目的も手段ですから。
Huh? What do you
目
mean?
的としているゴールすらも、その上にある目的のための手段に過ぎないってことです。
That sounds deep, but I really don't get it. Goals are means and means are goals.
気になるのなら本人に聞いてください。ただし浮気はダメですよ。
No, I wouldn't cheat on you. Well, anyways, I did know that Yoda was an amazing person.
じゃあ、ちょっと本見せてもらいますね。
Yeah, go ahead. I took a look at my manga lined up on the shelf. And you picked one volume. Read shonen manga too.
雑食ですから。漫画もそうですし、小説もそうですし。
You really like reading, don't you?
そしてホラー漫画とかグロとかが特に好きです。オカルティックなものも。
That's a little gloomy. A cult doesn't have to be gloomy. Just being interested in the kind of weird shit that people can think up is kind of fun. Like, I used to adore just, like, looking into various mythologies and still do. It's honestly great. That's the kind of random weird shit that people thought up back in the day. Like, if I remember correctly, I think like the original, like there's like a made Arabian version of like Cinderella, where like the stepmother and the step sibling sisters, where the stepsisters were like fucking, where Cinderella like murders the stepsisters, puts them in like a jar disguised as like some meat dish, sends it to the stepmother, and she like receives it, eats it. It's fucking delicious. But then at the bottom of like the jar, there's the fucking skull, and she dies of shock. Like, it's really fucking metal. The fuck is that? The fuck is that? Weird. Garbage.
でも、この部屋もホラー漫画結構あるじゃないですか。都市伝説図鑑や、
稲川の実録本まで。
Ah, yeah, those were already in this room when I moved in. They belonged to the previous manager, but I was told I could keep them. Couldn't bring myself to just throw them away, so I just kept them on my bookshelf.
それは羨ましいですね。買おうと思ってもなかなか難しいものがたくさんありますし。
Is that so? Do you want to take them then? I could give them to you.
いいんですか？読んだことない本なら割と何でも嬉しいです。
Sure. They're the ones I received when I moved in. So go ahead and take whatever you want. And if you want to read others, I'll lend them to you.
ありがとうございます先輩。
Asa excitedly browsed the manga. She took a few volumes and...
ベッドを借りてもいいですか先輩。
A bed. Slump. She sprawled on my bed and started reading.
私、こうやってゴローンってなって漫画を読むのが好きなんです。
Yeah, I know. It feels so comfortable. But I get that, but I get it, but I can't believe she came to a guy's room and laid down on the bed like this. Even if they're a couple, isn't she too defenseless?
だけど、
No, nothing.
変な先輩です。
If I said that, it would mean I've been thinking about those kinds of things. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
これ、昔集めてた漫画なんです。続きがあって助かりました。古い本だから本屋さんにもないし、通販だとプレミア価格なんてついてるし。
Is that so? I don't know its true value, but it appears they are quite expensive now. Asa was flipping through the pages while humming happily. She looked so defenseless that just looking at her made my heart race. I mean, she was lifting her feet and I could see her panties. Wouldn't it be better to tell her about it? Then beside in my room was Asa flipping through the pages. I should tell him. I have to tell her. But Asa was reading so happily that I'd feel bad interrupting her. Also, if I don't say anything, she won't notice that, right? So maybe I should keep quiet. But when she realizes what position she's in, and she gets mad at me for not saying anything.
先輩って、電車の中とかでパンチラを凝視しちゃうタイプなんですね。別れましょう。
Oh, I can't let that happen. Hey, Asa.
はい。その
I can see your panties.
ごめんなさい。
Asa quickly got up.
すみません。お見苦しいものを見せてしまって。
No, it wasn't a slightly at all. Rather, it was quite a sight. Wait, what did I just say? No, I mean, dumb. That is not dumb.
そういえばこれ、ちょうど読み終わったところだったんです。他の本取ってきますね。
Yeah! She sat there, got up, and hurried over to the bookshelf to put the manga back she was reading.
じゃあ、これを読みます。これ、面白そうですね。すごく怖そう。
She took a new volume, this time from the horror section. It had a very grotesque image on the front cover. Book in a B6 format that was placed on the deepest part of the horror section in a cover that made normal people not even want to touch it. Why that book is... No, Asa, that one is no good! However, by the time I shouted, it was already too late. Asa has already opened that porn book. That's a porn book I hid there a long time ago. I thought nobody would find it. So deep in the horror section, I thought it was safe. So believe me, I haven't touched it in a long time. Wait, Asa, why are you reading it? Why did her face go all red?
やっぱり男の人って。 ことに興味があるんですか？
Well, that's more or less. There's no way they wouldn't be.
先日のお風呂の時も、私の体、じーっと観察してましたよね。
I busted. The atmosphere became very awkward. What do you do in a situation like this? My girlfriend found my hidden porn book and interrogated me about it.
先輩、
What is it?
私も、
Also?
セックスに興味があります
But it doesn't just say!
物語でそういうシーンとかいっぱい出てきますし、だから私も気になって、毎日先輩にそういうことされないかなって思ってて、されたいなって思ってて、先輩と手とかつなぐとドキドキするんです。それでまた頭の中が先輩でいっぱいになって、早く一つになりたいなとか、そんなことも考えちゃって。
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy Lou.
とにかく、先輩と、エッチしたくて。
Asa. Asa just confessed something unbelievable. Just in sex. Wow.
それに、ずっと先輩のこと好きでしたし、でも先輩モテちゃうから、早く私とエッチして、独占権を行使しておきたいというか。
Exclusive rights to do nude stuff with you. Man.
私は、先輩とセックスがしたいです。
What can I say? Is there a single young man in this world who could keep his cool after hearing something like this? No, of course not. That was a rhetorical question. Asa,
先輩
are you sure?
ここに来る時から、ちょっと覚悟は決めてました。
I see.
だから、先輩。
There we go. Asa sidled up to me. Asa also moved closer to Asa. And then...
先輩。
Okay, right here. Asa suddenly lost her balance. Asa! Thump. Eh.
先輩。
How? She lost her balance and suddenly she's sitting on his face? Bitch, how? See you after the sex scene. They're done fucking. But you see, the problem is, I've been lied to. Because Yoru is currently butt fucking naked. And I was told that there wouldn't be any nude sprites. And I feel lied to. So yeah. Here we are. Come on. There we go. In the end, we did it 3 more times, Asa says. Normally people don't do it this much on their first time, I think. In the end, we did it not 1, but 2 more times. Because Asa was demanding to keep going. Is it a bother? Asa says. No, not at all. I'm a bit tired now. See, I'm glad to hear that, Asa says. I used my muscles much more than I expected. They will probably hurt tomorrow. I hope I can walk normally tomorrow. Yeah, Asa says.
あれどうしました先輩。
Huh? What's the matter, senpai? Asa says. Nothing, just that, now it's over and I took another look at you. You're really cute when you're naked. Senpai, that's embarrassing. Asa says.
恥ずかしいです。これ
Let's
から
do it a lot from now on.
いっぱい
I
しましょうね。
also says.
多分、
I think I like
好
it
きですから。
having sex, Asa
イッ
says.
チ。
Asa? Asa didn't say anything. She just did wavies. Wavies. Anyways, I'll go put some clothes on, Asa says. Me too! Scene transition. The opening for Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force is
というわ
way
けで、
better than
完成ね
the opening for Fairy Fencer F base game, but the Fairy Fencer F base game OP has a full version, while the Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force opening doesn't have a full version, and it makes me upset. Like I was shouting with joy, at last it was finally finished. Our remodeled glider.
おめでとうみんな。やっとたどり着いたわね。
Oops. Isn't it a little too early to start crying? We haven't even flown it yet.
鳥先輩、感極まりすぎ。はあ、今日あまね先輩が来れないのは残念だったな。仕事なんてサボってきちゃえばいいのに。
You know, she can't do that. She's not a student anymore. It's true that we all wished she could have seen the moment the glider was finished, though.
でもまあ、明日はとうとう。
That's right. Tomorrow we'll do the flight test. For the test flight. Naturally, we were making preparations for that as well.
これで飛べるんですね。
I think we'll still have to make some adjustments according to the results of the test.
結局あんまり役に立てなかったな。私。
Huh?
いえ、いろいろ先輩に励ましてもらいましたけど、やっぱり自分がそんなに役に立てたようには思えないので。
何？またそんなこと言ってるの？
え？
朝がいるおかげで夜が手伝った。みんなが頑張った。部活の雰囲気が良くなった。そういうのってね、すごく大事なことだと思うの。私、昔空気を壊していたことあるから、なんとなくそう思うのね。
私だって、朝ちゃん手伝いたいってのが、ここに来てる理由の大半だしね。
でも、私、かき回してばかりでしたよ。
わかってないな、朝は。そういう朝が心配だし可愛いから、みんな頑張っちゃうのよ。年下は、年上に迷惑をかけるためにいるの。そのくらいでいいのよ。
そうそう。だから私たちだって頑張れるの。そういうの全部含めて楽しいなって思えるんだから。
朝は、この部活には必要不可欠なマスコットなのよ。
マスコット？
Mascot? That doesn't sound quite right. But well, Yoda, me, and everyone actually did think like this about Asa.
そうよ、姉さん。
ヨルちゃん。
天才はマスコットになれないの。可愛くないからね。でもね、姉さんは可愛い。
褒められてる気がし
朝ちゃんは可愛いからね。
We weren't just flattering her. Asa was doing her best in her own way. And this definitely had a good influence on our club. Knowing that we have friends, both older and younger, we are all working together on building the glider made. Knowing that we have friends, both old and younger, who are all working together on building the glider made us feel more relaxed.
ありがとうございます。私、 散々葵先輩に励まされましたけど、それでもちょっとだけ不安になってました。やっぱり役に立ててないんじゃないかって。アゲハ先輩みたいに機械に強いわけでもないし、小鳥先輩や夜ちゃんみたいに頭も良くないし、葵先輩みたいに操縦できるわけでもない。だから、この部活に依存して、一緒に夢を見てるような気になっているだけじゃないかって、まだ、そんなことを思ってました。
朝ちゃん。
でも、そう言ってもらえて、嬉しいです。
So it is, Asa. Whenever you feel uneasy and worried, like you don't understand yourself, times like this, just think about the soaring club. Can't you trust me, Kanako Kotoriage, and especially Yoru?
いえ、そんなことは。
And you shouldn't think that what we are saying is wrong. If you trust us and we say it's okay, then it's really okay. Think about it like this, alright?
先輩、さすが彼氏は違うわね。臭さが違うよね。根本的に。
Shut up! Anyways, that's how it is. After that, while we were all delighted by the completion of the glider, we started making preparations for tomorrow's test flight. After we had reached the goal of remodeling the glider, it was time to start preparing the flight plan. Kotori Togage, Kanako, and Asa left the dock to go to a local shrine to pray for tomorrow's test flight success. As for me, I was practicing for the test flight on the simulator by myself. I was doing it for quite a while already, so I'm a bit tired. I guess I'll take a break. Went outside and looked up at the windmill hill. There was someone here besides me.
お疲れ様です。
Huh? Yoru. So you haven't gone home? Asa and the others had invited Yoru to go with them, but she said it was too much of a bother. And since there was nothing left to do at the club, she had left.
別にすぐに帰るなんて言ってませんし。ここで風車を眺めていたんです。それとも、私がセンチメンタルになっちゃいけません？
No, I never said that. Sentimental, huh? Well, I did think it didn't suit Yoru.
ありがとうございます。
は？
姉さん、最近すごく元気がいい。自信も取り戻せてるみたいです。以前より前向きになった気がするわ。
Ah, well, yeah. Now I can also get better thanks to Asa.
そうですか。それは何よりです。
Like I said, it's because Asa is really positive. When I'm around her, it lifts my spirits. And she's cute.
マスコットですもんね。
Yeah, I'm a mascot.
そういうのは、私には無理ですね。
You said that earlier too?
私は人を安心させられません。だから、そういうタイプではないです。私は、常に走り続けるタイプ。
Type keeps on running. You might be right.
私は、ほら、天才ですから。天才は走り続けなきゃいけないんです。誰かの目標になるために、姉さんは私に嫉妬してくれていたわけでしょ？私は、どこかでそういう私でなければならない。そう考えています。私は、姉さんが目指すべき道筋を作り続けます。大きなことを成します。
Kuro was gazing far away. She looked lonely.
とにかく、私は大きなことを成します。そしてその時、先輩は私を振ったことを後悔するわ。
What the? Her tone was a little sharp. The words stung a little.
嫌味です。私を振ったことに対する。
I'm sorry.
謝らないで。傷つきます。
What should I do?
さあ。
Huh?
私にこれをネタにいじられ続ければいいんじゃないですか。
Huh? Expectedly, Yoda might be the type to hold a grudge.
でも、いよいよですね。フライト。ここまで頑張ってきた甲斐もあったってもんじゃないですか。
Yoda, are you rooting for us?
私が応援したらまずいですか？
No, I haven't said that.
成功するといいなって。おぼろげながらそう考えてます。情が移ったんですかね。
Thank you. I'm glad you're rooting for us.
せいぜい落ちないように頑張ることですね。
Okay.
先輩、お願いが。
What is it?
テストフライト。姉さんを乗せてあげられませんか？
That's what I intended to do, of course. If she wants to. It's not that we were planning to make only one test flight. If possible, I'd like to let everyone give it a try.
そう。だったらいいです。ありがとうございます。
I really care about your sister. Even that favor related to the test flight was all about her sister. You can fly it too if you want.
別に、私は興味ないですし。
Really? Sometimes Yoda isn't completely
ただ
honest.
姉さんは飛ぶべきだと思ってるから。
She should fly.
そう。飛ぶべき。だから、お願いします。
Okay, got it. Leave it to me.
落ちないようにお願いしますね。
I won't! We won't! I'll be careful!
そう。ならいいです。人間は鳥に憧れますが、鳥にとって飛ぶことは当たり前です。だから、それでいいんです。地を這う人が飛んでこそ、価値があるってことですよ。
じゃあ先輩、これ水にさらしておきますね。
Yeah, thanks. It'd be a big help if you could wash the burdock root as well.
だったら私、ごぼう切るのチャレンジしていいですか？きんぴら用ですよね。
Ah, sure, thanks. It's not too hard if you don't use much strength. After dinner, when everyone else had gone back to their rooms, Asa and I started cooking again. It was for tomorrow's breakfast. Tomorrow, we will have to get up early in the early for the test flight, so we decided to start breakfast preparations the night before. We decided to pack our breakfasts up and eat them together when we'd arrived, instead of getting up even earlier to eat at home. As for the other dorm residents, we prepared some food that only needs to be reheated, so that they can prepare it themselves. You've really gotten better at cooking lately, Asa. You're a real big help at kitchen.
だって私、先輩の良きパートナーになる人ですもん。
Really happy to hear that. I have high expectations. Also, smile carefully, freely. Oh man, she's so cute.
さてさて、ほら、張り切って作っちゃいましょう、先輩。美味しいもの食べた方が、多分グライダーだってうまく飛びます。
Really fired up, Asa.
そりゃそうですよ。だって、あれが空を飛ぶんですから。
You too? I'm planning to take you on the test flight, you know.
本当に私も乗れるんですか？
Asa was surprised. Since we have to test it, we'll be doing plenty of flights. It'd be a waste if you didn't try it. Maybe you don't want to?
いえ、乗れるならぜひ乗りたいです。私、眺めているだけだと思ってたので。本当に乗ってもいいんですか
？As long as nothing interrupts the test, that's okay. Let's fly together. Huh? Why are you crying?
嬉しくて。
And you said that tears overflowed onto her cheeks. You're such a crybaby.
嬉しいじゃないですか。実際に空が飛べるなんて。私、憧れてましたから。空に。
Told me that once.
はい。だから、実際にそこに、まっすぐな目線で届くんだって分かったら、それは嬉しいですよ、やっぱり。
If you're so happy just thinking about it, then I want to fly with you tomorrow even more.
はい。
went outside of the dorm to cool off a bit. Kanako was there.
葵くん
What are you thinking going outside like this? Really now?
大丈夫だって。この時間にこの辺人は来ないし。
No way, it would be a huge issue if someone did show up, so please cut it out.
もしかして葵くん、焼いてくれてんの？そっか。私の下に見知らぬ人に見られたくないから？ちょっと、嬉しいかも。
Think what you want, just stop doing that. I'm begging you. It was getting troublesome, so I just gave up and answered like this.
うまくいってるみたいだね。
Huh?
朝ちゃんと。
Yeah, it is. At the very least, I really do love her very
う
much.
ーわー、死んでほしい。
Good, go bury yourself so we don't have to watch you run around in your underwear anymore. Whoa!
臭すぎて香水を振りかけたくなった。独り身の女には辛いわ。
You brought up the subject yourself!
なあ、そうね。そうだった。自業自得か。そうよね。葵くんにそのこと聞いたら、堂々と死にたくなるようなこと言ってくるに決まってるわよね。
Have I really said something that bad?
でも、まあ、よかったかな。うまくいってて。お姉さんとしてはかなり安心。
Sure have been watching over those two, Kanako.
それにほら、二人が入れ替わって吸ったもんだあった時って、言ってしまえば、私がきっかけみたいなとこあったわけじゃない？だからね、ちょっと責任感じてまして。
That's yeah, that was that thing too. It happened fairly recently, but it felt like a distant memory to me. It must be because the last few days were so intense. So many things have happened. The club and with Asa.
リベンジ。そう言ったじゃない？朝ちゃんたちのこと。
Because you failed with Kotori, right? Yeah, I think she'd mentioned that before. You managed to get along with Kotori, so she was eager to try it again with the twins.
今回もなんだかんだで、葵くんがあの二人の心を掴んだ気がするから、ちょっと悔しい。
Yeah, I didn't really mean to.
人たらしだと思うな、葵くんは。
But it's thanks to you watching over them that they finally opened up to us. It wasn't just me. I've become closer not only with Asa, but even with Yoru, to the point where she started taking part in our club activities. It was thanks to both everyone and Kanako, who was always taking the initiative, taking a major role here.
私の心もね。
Huh? Kanako just whispered something totally unthinkable. Kanako's hearts too? Huh? That wasn't me.
なんて、それは冗談。
Don't surprise me like that. I'm already quite shaken by all these things that are going on lately.
葵くんはモテるもんね。羨ましい。
Yoda was teasing me just a while ago, and now Kanako's doing it too. It was an unfortunate day.
私ね、人に嫌われるのが苦手なんだ。
You don't?
そう。だから人に近づくのが怖いの。こちらに好意を持っているかもわからない相手だと、なおさらね。
You don't seem like that at all. I've always thought you were very sociable. You seem to have great interpersonal skills.
そうね。多分それは私の素。だから、私、いつもこんな調子で人に接しちゃうからさ。ある日、仲間外れにされたことがあって。
You did.
うん。慣れ慣れしくしすぎちゃったんだろうね。あいつうざくねみたいな感じで、クラスの女の子からのけ者にされて。まあ、もうそれは昔の話なんだけど、それがちょーっちトラウマでさ。
Would have guessed Kanako had that kind of past.
だから、私に好意を持ってるって確信できない人に近づくのが怖いんだ。また嫌われたらどうしようって。だからね、人懐っこくてもどこか一線引いてたし、そう振る舞っていても近づきすぎないようにはしてたし、小鳥ちゃんのことだって、ね。
I see. Kotori wasn't really shunned. She was too touchy. That's why nobody around her was trying to get close to her.
まあでも、それもそれで良くないなって、葵くんのこと見てたら思えたからさ。ああ、そっか。私、 小鳥ちゃんとずっと仲良くしたかったんだなーって。分かっててそうできなかったんだなーって。なんかね、悔しかったの。自分で自分に負けたみたいでさ。一度失敗したからって怯えて、人付き合いにブレーキかけて。だからね、こうやって今、みんなと仲良くできてて、私はすごく幸せ。
Understood very well what Kanako was trying to say.
だからね。だからなの。だからこそ、夜ちゃんもだけど、朝ちゃんを応援したくなっちゃう。
Asa?
うん。きっとね、こういう思いを背負ってくれる子だから。
What do you mean?
朝ちゃんがどういう境遇で、どういうことがあって、ちょっと自信なさげなのかは知らないけど、あの子には、胸を張って空を飛んでほしいわけ。私だってこうしてリベンジできたわけだからさ、そういう思いを、あの子に託したい。
Kanako. Another chance. Since Asa always gets depressed over her own imperfections and is jealous of other people, she certainly might need those kinds of feelings.
なんちゃって。
Don't turn it into a joke. You finally said something reasonable there.
ダメだね。私シリアス苦手だわ。うん。
And I got a bit impressed there.
真面目にやりすぎると、私らしくないじゃない。うん。そういうことにしといてよ。
With an embarrassed smile, Kanako desperately tried to pass all of it off as a joke. She always plays dumb, but deep down she might be a very serious person. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room. Gotta take a bath to prepare for tomorrow.
明日の準備してお風呂に入るの？順番逆じゃない？
That's, well, is that a loss for
なん
words?
だか怪しいの。
Some stuff I have to do paid no mind.
いろいろ。ねえ。
Anyways, I'm going back to my room. That's right, I made a promise.
先輩、来ましたよ。
Asa came into my room. She had bathing stuff and a change of clothes. Let's get going then. If we don't go in soon, we'll have no time left for sleep.
そうですね。
Oh no. I just got ready for the bath and put my hand on the doorknob.
あ
Wait a second. Wouldn't it be better if we went separately? If someone saw us on the way, it would be a problem.
そうですね。じゃあ、先に私が行きましょうか。
Yeah, go ahead. We'll meet in the bathroom.
はい、お待ちしています。
She said and went out of my room. Yeah, we should make sure to go out separately as well. Promise was to take a bath together. By the way, it was Asa who proposed that. However, if someone finds out, we'll be in trouble. Considering that I'm the manager, it's already an issue that I'm disturbing public morals like this. But there's no way I'd refuse Asa's invitation, is there? I muttered an excuse, not that anyone was asking, though. Yes, that's right, there's no way I'd turn her down. Well then, guess it's time to go.
さて先輩、お背中お流しし
Okay,
ますね。
senpai, I'll wash your back. Rub, 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 rub.
Goosey.
Does it hurt?
Goosey.
Asa says.
ぐし
No, don't worry, it feels great.
よかったで
That's
す。
good then. Does it
かゆい
feel
とこ
itchy
ろはあり
anywhere?
ます？
Asa says. Yeah, over here. Just under my armpit.
この辺です
Over
ね。
there. Please lift your arms.
じゃあ、
Asa
万歳
says.
をしてくださ
I got into the bathroom with Asa, and now she was washing my body for me. She said she wanted to do
い。よ
this.
いしょ。
Yep, you really have a tough body. I admire it, Asa says.
やっぱり
So,
先輩
thanks.、
たくましい体し
Since
て
I
ま
used
す
to
よね。
exercise all the
腫
time,
れ
I
ぼれ
was
しちゃい
confident
ます。
about my body, but hearing you praise it made me happy nonetheless. You
こ
have a
の
lot of
辺
muscles
とか
around
も
you.
すっ
Yep,
ご
it's
く肉
amazing,
付き
Asa
よく
says.
て。
It is
なん
kind
だ
of
か
fun,
楽しい
Asa
です
says.
ね。こういうの。そ
Asa, you're surprisingly proactive.
うですか？
Really? Since I'm finally in a relationship with you,
せ
I
っ
want
か
to
く
try
先輩
various
とそういう
things,
観
Asa
点
says.
じゃあ、
Okay,
今
I'll
度
wash
は
your
前
front
も洗
now.
います
Stand
ね。
my face this way,
先輩、
Asa says.
前を向いてください。
Are you sure you want to do the front as well?
当たり前じゃ
Well,
な
of
いです
course, we have to
か。
clean the
前も
front
き
too,
れいに
or
し
else
な
it'll
い
be
と汚いで
dirty,
すよ。
Asa says. No, that's not the problem. It's too late to be shy now. I turned around on the bath stool and faced her.
じゃあ、
Well
前
then,
の
I'll
方
do the
もゆっ
front
くり
loading
じっくりと
carefully,
やって
Asa
いきますね
says. Asa started washing my front clumsily. Having my chest scrubbed with a sponge by someone else was surprisingly
ゴ
tickling.
シ
Rub,
Gosh.
rub, rub, rub,
Gosh.
Asa says. Naked Asa
Gosh.
was rubbing my body. Ah, what is it?
えっと
This is,
これは
Asa says. And it's the penal!
先輩これ
Zero after the sex thing. I managed to stop the skip perfectly as the scene transition started. I'm fucking proud of myself. Anyways, I'm getting tired, so I'll be stopping the part here. Besides, it seems like if I stop here, I'll be able to do the rest next part, so yeah. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye.